Hi, Spout Loreans. Abdul here with a quick pre-show announcement. If you haven't heard, this coming Monday, August 26th, is the day that we will be launching the first season of our bonus show, Mallbrats, on a brand new public feed with newly scored and remastered episodes. Launch week is going to be pretty huge, with a brand new episode dropping every day. And we're also doing a collab with our friend, the incredibly talented artist, Casey Golden, where she'll be drawing the Cool Treat Kids in her own amazing style. Launch weeks are hugely important for new shows, so we're asking all our listeners to please go and subscribe to the new feed, which is live right now. And when that first episode drops, listen, rate, review, all that good stuff. We genuinely love this show so much, and we think you'll love it too. We're also going to be doing a bunch of launch week giveaways for listeners of the new show, where we'll be giving away custom Spout Lore merch packages from our friends at Fantasy by Numbers, with amazing pins and ornaments and coasters, all with custom Spout Lore art on them. And also, one lucky listener will win the one-of-a-kind Cool Treat Kids character art that Casey is creating. If you'd like to enter to win Casey's gorgeous artwork or any of the amazing merch packages that we're giving away, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes and head over to the new feed and subscribe. Then, when the first episode drops on Monday, rate and review 5 stars or more, and make sure you sign the review with your Discord or social handle so we can find you to give you your amazing Spout Lore memorabilia. From everyone here at Spout Lore, thank you so much. We hope you like the new show.
Spout Lore is brought to you by listeners like yourself. If you want to check out more stuff or give us a support, go to www.pat. I'll start over.
It sounds like a fucking Alta Vista ad.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of 3 heroes, noble and bold. A brute, a druid, and a thief who is but 9 years old. You know them by name, you know them by deed. Their quests are famously daring. So here I sit, singing to you an adventure that is worth sharing. Tuck is the brute, he knows not his home, he loves to sing and fight. Thing is half elf, he shifts his shape and wields a spear with great might. Billy's a thief, his tiny size does mask the largest heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but their friendship outweighs their smarts. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spout Lore. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me, as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
Have a cocktabular August, everybody. Did I say cocktacular or cocktabular?
Cocktabular.
Yeah, reading those Reddit comments has somehow made me like, I think I've gone the other way where I'm like,
You dialed it up?
Yeah, I dialed it up.
Yeah, well, fuck you. If you think I'm bad, look at me now.
Yeah, that cocktacular comment off the top. It was because I read a bunch of Reddit comments that said I made too many dick jokes.
Oh, man. Is that why you were scheduling the podcast so you could say the right month when this came out?
Yeah.
Amazing. Playing Ving the Half-Elf Druid, Paul Oppers.
Hey guys, I'm 43 now.
Woohoo!
Hey.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday.
And playing Fat Billy the Halfling Thief, Jessica Ty.
Hello, I am not 43.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, even more happy.
Yeah. We
I didn't mean it like that.
did do a bigger cheer for Jessica not being 43.
I think that's great.
You started a cheer. The first one was, oh, but then you started a cheer, so we all cheered.
You're trying to make me feel better for being older.
You
Is
know
it
what?
working?
43,
Yeah.
probably a really good age to be.
Also, Paul, you look better than Shawn and I.
What did I do?
Yeah, you look better
You
than...
look better than 3 of us put together.
Yeah.
Remember that guy
Stop
who
it.
yelled in the car, I look like garbage?
Right. So
Wait,
people,
did you tell Abdul?
people
Yeah,
are
I
throwing
did.
so much shade at us.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on?
I don't know.
We're becoming too powerful.
I guess.
So the universe is sending people to try and humble us, and it's
Right.
not gonna fucking work. Okay, fuck. When last we left our heroes, they journeyed through the great forest and the boreal reach upon the backs of their noble and loyal tree glider steeds. Clarence and the recently named Black Spire 2 We're really running on fumes with names, but we'll get there eventually.
That's just Tuck.
Yeah,
Tuck just
totally.
misses Black
yeah,
Spider.
you know who's really cool is my dog. I'm going to name you Dog. Ving very kindly sent a mourning dove back to Clarence's
Oh, yeah.
tree glider parents to explain that their son had been taken away.
I underlined not kidnapped many times. Maybe too many times.
Yeah, suspiciously too many.
Also, the vibe between Ving and the dove was like kind of like they wanted to fuck.
Kind
Kind
of.
Explain
Well, it
kind
kind
of.
of had a Gale like voice.
It had a Gale
Yeah, I was
voice.
like, yeah, well, I don't know. I guess if you guys aren't doing anything, I
Sean,
guess I'll
stop
just
acting
go.
so aloof.
It's driving me bananas. And then we crossed the border of the Boreal Reach into an area known as the Drowned Forest, a previously lush and beautiful glade of trees, drowned and killed by underground water, brought to the surface following the greedy and maddened diggings of the elves that used to live here. We learned a little bit about imps being fairies corrupted in some fashion and animating the bodies of dead animals that they once were bonded to. Ving remembered an elven ranger camp called Alder Camp that was nearby, and we found ourselves there very shortly after, Billy keeping an eye out for imps in the water and the ice beneath.
Mhm.
We arrived at the camp, a collection of wooden spheres hung from the trees, camouflaged, carved from burls and such, and did a little bit of exploring in the form of, you guessed it, stealing.
You gotta rob a grave.
You gotta rob a grave.
Is it stealing if they are not coming back?
Yeah. Is it stealing if it belongs in a museum?
Exactly.
Is it stealing if like we just really want it?
So the party attempted to quietly and stealthily make their way across the wooden rope bridges that connected the spheres, finding themselves at a cache of some kind, digging around inside, avoiding the imps that Billy spotted beneath the water, finding in this sphere a small paring knife found by Tuck,
Yes.
a rolled up bark scroll
With it's written in code.
yes, with
Yeah.
an indecipherable code upon it. And then Billy found a gigantic sword made out of black glass.
You said I could pick whatever I want.
I know, and I made a mistake in doing that.
You're lucky I didn't pick the guns with more guns.
We're all lucky, Billy.
After some negotiations involving the newly revealed Billy's marble jar method of getting him to do stuff.
Yeah.
This is like this will be the cover of our parenting book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marble jar.
100 marbles to a better fairy.
Beautiful. It's a working title.
Yeah. Tuck was able to convince Billy to trade him the paring knife for the giant glass sword
And 5 marbles.
and 5 marbles.
In the jar.
And upon trying to cross the bridge, one of the imps in the middle of the pond was woken momentarily that before Billy put it back to sleep with fairy dust, which spread throughout the waters, hopefully subduing anything underneath, but not for very long. And following their grave robbing, quote unquote, there's no graves here. You're just robbing dead people. Kind of a different thing. The party heard cracking ice and splashing water, turning back to the waters to see dead, rotting animals climbing from the ice. And that is where we find our heroes now.
Can I do a move to figure out if these things have any kind of weakness? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could spell lore about it.
I'll spell lore about it.
Or discern realities.
I'll use these dice.
Yeah. Polar dice.
Yeah.
Let's see how well this goes.
This whole session will be rolled with handmade dice from one of our supporters.
Our Spout Lore Codex Polar. And
This is our first time really using them for the show.
and they rolled a lot of 6s before the show.
Sean's eyes are squinting
We'll see.
suspiciously.
7 plus intelligence?
Yeah.
6.
Nice.
I'll aid.
All right.
Fuck you, Polar.
I got 8.
8, so that makes that a 7, which means it's something interesting but not useful. So it seems like imps, at least by all accounts, don't have like powers outside of the fact that they're animating these corporeal bodies, which you think, at least as far as they're concerned, is power enough. They have physical bodies with which they can interact with the world.
Yeah.
But that also means that the only bodies that they have are rotting, decaying animal bodies. So if there is a weakness that they have, it's probably that they're extremely fragile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they're also trying to get new bodies.
I think that they're able to make their bodies. Like if they find like other parts, like
Frankenstein's.
Yeah, they can Frankenstein themselves maybe. Like some have like extra limbs or like other weird parts of animals sticking off of them. You see like these dead animals crawling out of the ice. Some like flopping around on the water, like trying to get closer to the ice. Like you see the fox head that you saw before come up with like 2 front paws and then 2 more paws.
Whoa.
And pull itself up, and it's got 6 legs.
Whoa.
The 2 in the middle kind of like smashed into its body very unevenly.
Whoa.
And that's sort of what you're looking at. You're looking at like a giant jackrabbit, but with like wolf limbs.
Could have like a human hand on this old wolf animal.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
Yeah. Or like a hamster with a dick on the back of it. Fuck you, Reddit people.
You gotta stop. It's looking pretty bad is what I'm saying. They don't look exactly like the animals that they were animating.
Yeah. There's like a reindeer with hands.
Yeah.
just climbing up.
Yeah. Just human hands on its paws.
Yeah.
Or on its limbs. They're like lurching around trying to use these bodies that should not work.
So are they trying to get our body parts? I would imagine.
It's hard to say what they're doing, but they're definitely trying to get to you.
Okay.
Which I can only imagine is because they see pretty good looking bodies.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you hear like scuttling, scurrying in the trees above you.
What?
What?
What is that?
Sir.
Oh.
Jeez, sorry.
Don't do that. Holy
I thought you were the zombies.
Black Spider 2, I thought you were a zombie.
Sir, what do we do? Enemies approach.
We gotta get out of here.
Agreed. Is it necessary for us to stay in this location, sir?
No, we've all failed our rolling of magic findings.
Yeah, we didn't get anything good.
I mean, you only checked one burl. There could be more stuff and more information here.
Do you want me to like keep watch if you want to keep digging through stuff?
Oh, I would say this is not a keep watch and keep digging thing. This is like they are trying to climb the trees.
Are they successful so far?
I mean,
That one with hands is.
All right. I don't want to get near
the
it.
deer with hands is doing a great job.
God, is he
I don't like it.
belaying? He's belaying.
Yeah. There's a deer with hands, human eyes, and a human mouth, and it's going, "Hi, guys.
Why don't you just come down here? I just want to talk to you.
Ew, he's a deer head with a human jaw.
Yeah, I just want to talk to you. Yeah, no, they are definitely like trying to get up the trees with varying levels of success.
Why don't we wait till they're almost to the top
Uh-huh.
and then go to the other burrow, and then they'll have to go all the way down.
Smart.
And then
Yeah.
come over. We'll buy ourselves a time while we go treasure hunt some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Right.
wait for them to climb almost all the way up.
Shawn
What are
hates
you
his
so
idea.
upset about?
Because why wouldn't they just climb onto the walkways?
What
and
walkway?
follow you?
Snip, snip.
There you go. That's smart.
Shit, that's
yeah.
so smart.
Yeah, I'll use my new glass sword.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, I
All
wonder who
right.
found that. Billy's looking at his tiny knife.
Do you like the knife that I gave you?
It's fine.
Just
Okay.
trying to cut the thing with a knife.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's really dull though.
Okay, so your plan is to just wait until they get mostly to the top.
And then get Black Spire 2 to jump us to the other side.
Oh, I
And then
see.
they're like, oh, and then they'll go
Fuck.
back down. Come on.
I mean, yeah, this is Black Spire 2 is the one doing this. You don't really have to roll.
Yeah.
You
Great.
just wait, and then you hop on Black Spire 2, and he leaps across the water,
Uh-huh.
expands his little flying
Papoose.
squirrel sugar glider papoose,
Yeah.
and alights on the other side quite
Yeah.
gracefully,
Tuck
Okay.
flips off all the zombies. Double
Nice.
bird.
which immediately like fall off the tree. Like don't even try to climb down, just go, ugh, and then start scurrying across the ice.
Ooh, do any of them smash on the ice and then reassemble?
So, oh yeah, some of them like
Into
limbs pop
New
off.
forms?
Oh yeah, and they smash into each other.
Like
and
in
kind of,
an
like,
Iron
fuse.
Giant, arm walks over to like a new body and jumps on it. and then-
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if some of them fight over limbs.
Oh, yeah.
gross.
Ew.
I also
Totally.
wonder if they're building like, they're learning, so they're building a taller creature that's better at getting up the trees.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that's really spooky.
I want to discern realities in this new burrow.
Okay,
9.
9.
Oh, can I aid?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
5.
Oh shit!
I
Can't.
was too scared and I
Oh.
peed myself.
Oh, Billy. And I
Billy.
It's fine. I'm not embarrassed.
It's okay. We have extra pants for you.
I think Billy is scared because he looks back at the imps and sees some are like crawling up the bodies of others and
Yeah.
like
grabbing limbs as they go by, grabbing a limb.
integrating themselves into like a larger
ladder
form.
animal.
Whoa.
And it's still pretty lurchy, but it looks like if you give them a little bit more time, they might have a form big enough that they can just get to you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's fucking hunt through this quick.
What's valuable here?
What is this room? So it's on the other side. It's on the opposite end. It's basically the one that you landed at.
It's, what do you call like a camp leader's quarters?
Oh, it's like captain's quarters, basically. Yeah, like you would assume Ving, you walk in and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is probably where the first Talon was quartered.
Mm-hmm.
A hammock and an elven style container for personal stuff, like basically a footlocker, but if an elf made it. There's an elf's body.
Okay.
Like it looks like they maybe fought in defense of this place and they're just like slumped against one like arcing side,
Are they a skeleton now or are they?
fully like rotted away.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Do they have a
Whoa.
weapon?
They are gripping a wooden bow
I'll take the bow. So sorry.
and just like grinning skull staring into your face.
Anything in the locker?
Clothes.
Close?
Kind of moth-eaten and worn at this point. Maybe you could find one piece that was pretty nice.
Can I discern?
You could try. You're running out of time.
Do
Tick,
it.
tick, tick.
Discern.
I'm doing it really fast.
There might be buttermoth silk in here.
7.
7. So yeah, one question.
Billy is just ripping things apart. What here is useful or valuable to me?
Billy like takes the paring knife and just starts slicing
Yeah.
through
The mattress.
Also, because
The
I'm like, in
skeleton.
case there's a zombie in here, I'll kill it first.
So you do find in the clothes a buttermoth silk cloak that is pretty ratty. Like it's got like eaten holes in it. So it's still got that sort of camouflagey quality, but there's a lot of cloak that is not here.
I throw it to Ving.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will fit you.
Thank you. He turns to Tuck. It's reeks. It's covered in rat piss.
I know, but we gotta eat.
You
We've
don't
been.
have to like it.
No, we
No,
do
we do,
like.
we do.
We
What?
do like it.
Don't lie
Thank
to me.
you. No, why would we?
Because I hear
marble.
you. I can hear.
Put a marble in the jar.
Thanks.
It's really nice
Thank
of
you.
It's really nice of you to give gifts.
Appreciative. Up and down
Thank you.
of this disgusting cloak.
It's not my fault. It's disgusting.
No,
Sir, enemy's closing.
I go
All
to
right.
the window. I want to shoot an arrow. I grab the poor man's leg bone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Volley.
Volley, yeah.
10.
Ooh.
On a 10 plus, you have a clear shot, you deal your damage. That's,
that's a
not a
D.
D6, that's a D10.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But you did get a 6.
Yeah, it counts.
1.
Now you got a 1. Shit.
So I think
Polar, your dice are fucking
so you grab a leg bone, you
Mhm.
just like pop this dude's bone off,
Sorry.
turn around, fire it out the window, and it slams into this like imp. And parts of its body like grab onto it and move the bone
Ew.
into its body, like reinforcing one of its arms.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
We're gone.
Yeah, you come outside and all the tree gliders are, you know when a squirrel is like scared and it's kind of hanging upside down in a tree and backing up? They're
Mhm.
all doing that. They're like backing away from
Aw.
the imp, except for Blackspire 2, who's kind of doing it, but closer than everybody else.
Yeah, we get on his back.
What
Yeah.
if we burn this place down?
Should we?
I don't know. With all the imps?
I mean, if you really want to burn this place down, Billy,
Billy's got his matches out like, please.
Yeah, Billy, you could burn the cursed forest down.
Okay, cool. And so he rakes a bunch of matches up the wall.
Billy,
Where did he get fucking matches?
I always have them on me.
strike anywheres. Strike anywheres.
Yeah, so you're trying to burn what? The burl down?
Yeah, the burl that like I'm assuming all these zombies are on.
Okay. Defy danger wisdom, I guess?
Okay. 7.
7. So yeah, you have some matches and you kind of start tossing them around on the rags and shit that are left here.
Yeah.
And a fire catches pretty quickly.
Also, it's kind of nice that you're setting the fire because it's going to keep this guy from like becoming part of the thing. So it's kind of the
Totally.
kindest thing you
Oh, I
can
like
do.
that.
So you see the flames grow and build, and you see this elven skeleton almost looking at you. in like relief as the flames consume his earthly form. And as you're like turning around, a big, meaty, bony hand like slams onto the walkway in front of you.
Jeez, oh my God.
And this grotesque head that's like part elk, part fox, part wolf, 3 mouths like growling at you.
Oh my God.
Pulls itself over.
I am going to use escape route.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Billy's panicked. This is probably the grossest thing he's ever seen in his whole existence.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So when you're in too deep and need a way out, name my escape route and roll plus dexterity. Yes, you will get. I got 13. I'm very scared.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking Christ.
On a 10 plus, I'm gone.
Yeah, totally.
Run,
Yeah.
Billy, run.
Yeah, we're already on Black Spire 2's back, and I'm like, Billy, jump!
Yeah, Billy doesn't even know how he got up there that high and that fast. But
Yeah, literally, you reach out and you're like, Billy, jump, and he's behind you.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Black Spire 2's like, fall back, and leaps into the trees, and
Nice.
you take off.
Can I look behind me?
The fire builds, the imp has caught fire,
Oh,
and the flames spread across its horrible body, and you hear this like an echoing cry.
But also at the end, there's the sense of relief as their ashes float
Mhm.
up into the night sky.
And as you soar on through the trees, smoke rises behind you.
Man, the Great Forest is fucked up right now.
Oh, God.
oh my God, I see why you wanted to leave.
And never return.
Yeah.
I
Why
always
didn't you
said.
warn us?
I thought I did.
I thought I've been doing nothing but warn you for 2
I
years.
thought like your dad was like the scariest thing that we'd meet.
No. He's just scared of me because he's my dad.
So you still have quite a lot of the drowned forest between here and there. Perilous journey, I guess.
Yes.
So we need a scout ahead. We need a navigate, and we probably need some food because you guys haven't eaten.
I do have the granolas,
Yeah.
except
right.
for M&Ms.
Do you want to be quartermaster then? I'll scout ahead because Billy is scared of looking down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I'll
Like, you-
navigate with the night sky.
It is day now, but you can still see the impressions of the stars through the sky.
It's daytime?
Yeah.
So I'll use the moon.
Yes.
Broken moon.
Mm.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's a day moon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so scout ahead, navigate, manage provisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
4.
7.
6.
Okay.
So I failed. You failed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fail?
No, I got a 7.
Okay.
Thanks for the M&Ms, Billy.
No problem. Those are not M&Ms.
Wow.
Actually, Billy's been busy on the back of Clarence, switcherooing, or what was he doing? Is it switcheroo when he like makes things tastier?
Yeah.
So that's what he's been doing. He's been pulling out all the walnuts because they suck
Oh, yeah.
into M&Ms.
Changing them into M&Ms.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So yeah, the party consumes the expected amount of rations, 1 per person if making camp, 1 per person per day if making a journey.
Mm.
This journey will probably be like, this is the next day.
Okay.
The sun begins to set as you reach the end of the drowned forest. The ground starts to firm up, and we are in a new environment. And that environment is
Ooh, what about clear cut?
Oh, clear cut.
Like where they-
interesting.
Oh.
Where there's no trees and it's like a new part.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where they, I don't know, drew their industry from. Maybe there's a lot of ironwood here or something.
Oh, an ironwood forest is kind of cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or you also talked about the tune trees, too.
What about the
I
chune
think that would be
forest?
really nice.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would make sense too, like so close to water. I feel like they would be very like water hungry trees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Because they're always wetting their lips to whistle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the boundary of the drowned forest is marked by a point in your journey when you start to hear this like haunting ethereal song floating over the wind.
Oh, cool.
Billy and Tuck haven't probably heard this before, but Ving, it's like immediately recognizable to you as a tune wood.
So beautiful and so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Such a sad sound.
Yeah, because I mean, it's the sort of thing where the music is beautiful, because it's a natural phenomenon that is like a gift to the world, but it also means the tree is like being consumed in a way.
Also, yeah, for sleeping, like hopefully there's no breeze.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So loud.
Yeah.
A windy day, it's just like.
So what are you guys making camp on the floor? Or are you trying to make camp in the canopy?
If we can in the canopy.
Yeah, Billy's wanting the canopy.
Okay.
He's making little earplugs out of the loose, like the fur that he's plucking out of Clarence's
I like
back.
his under fur.
He has under fur.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be really soft little earplugs for everyone.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put a marble in your jar.
Nice.
That was very thoughtful.
So in terms of managed provisions, what are you eating? Just like dry stuff that Billy has?
M&Ms. And is there anything in the trees that's edible? Like, can we eat like some of the bark?
There is a forage move actually.
Oh.
Ooh.
So this would be if you wanted to like really look around and find enough food for potentially several people for several days, that would be something you could do.
Yeah, I think we don't have much in the way of rations, so.
You definitely don't.
Yeah, let's look for some food.
Okay.
Oh, it makes sense for Ving to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
All right, I got 7.
Okay, so you gain 1d4 rations plus 1d4 if you have the knowledge and gear needed to trap or hunt. Yeah, you've got knowledge and a bow.
1 and 1 is 2.
Oh, God.
No.
I mean, it makes sense. You spent time in the Tunewood as a young man, and you remember this area of the forest being full of life. But something is off. There's
Yeah.
just not as many animals around. The plant life looks malnourished and
You used to be able
withered.
to, the chune beetles they made like a nectar, like a honeycomb sort of thing. It was like not as sweet as a bee's.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
Used to be able to eat like their food that they farmed, but there's no chune beetles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you could like push it out of like the tune holes.
Yeah.
And then like eat it like a churro.
Yeah, you could break
That's
off little
so
branches.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like some fresh bug goo
Yeah,
right out of the hole.
sweet, protein rich, everything the body needs.
And
That's what your dad told you one
Yeah.
time.
It's everything the body needs. Doesn't have everything the body needs. Sometimes you need to jerk off too, Dad.
Big just flat out says that
To his dad.
His dad.
You're going to jerk off out here. You have to go pretty far so I don't hear you.
I have elf's ears.
So you have a relatively peaceful night. Blackspire 2 and the other tree gliders keep an eye on things for you. And you're out stalking. You've got this bow. You made a couple arrows. Nothing special, but some regular old arrows. You see like a pretty like scrawny deer, and you're creeping, trying to remember to stay, downwind, not make too much noise. And you get this like perfect shot, and you're just stepping around a little bit as the deer moves, and you hear, and then you stumble and you look down, and there's an arrow through the very tip of your boot.
Oh.
Keeping me here?
Somebody fired something and just pinned you in place.
Whoa.
I want to discern realities and see if I can pick it up. If I have a really good roll, can I use my elf senses to nail down where they are?
Yeah, totally. 2d6 plus wisdom to discern realities.
Oh, nice. I got 12.
Okay.
Are we with him?
No, he's gone off to go hunt. You see kind of peering through the brush, like through a bush a few dozen yards from you, through some trees, to the point where you're like, God damn, what a great shot. Like she threaded it between trees
Sick.
and stuck you in place. Through the tip of your boot.
Like it didn't hurt him?
No, just through the leather.
Whoa.
And you see her like pull a hood up over her face.
Whoa.
And she just blends into the bush.
I want to take the arrow out and shoot it just instinctively.
You can definitely just try and fire back.
Plus dexterity?
Yes.
10.
10.
Ooh.
Yeah, so go ahead, deal your damage.
Great. 4.
4. You fire into the bush that she was hidden in, and
I was trying to aim like beside here while she's pulling up her hood to try and pull the hood off, because I know once she puts the butter silk on, she'll go invisible.
oh, well, in that case, you fire and you hear like a tearing imperceptibly on the wind, and she comes like bursting out of the bush and starts running through the trees.
Whoa.
I gotta take chase.
Sick.
2d6 plus dexterity.
Great. 4 plus is 6. Tuck!
Too far away.
We can't help.
Oh.
Oh, wait. You get a +1 from Discern Realities.
I do?
Whoa.
Remember?
Why?
Because that's how Discern Realities has always worked.
Oh,
Right.
my God.
Keep forgetting that.
When you act on the information that you get from a Discern Realities roll, you get a +1.
Yes.
But you did volley.
Yeah.
So is that where the +1 went?
Nah, let's use it here.
All right.
I mean, I'm comfortable if you guys are.
I want to know who this woman is.
And some
Me
questions
too.
go unanswered.
No.
And
They-
also, I want to see Ving's beautiful body go, just be pushed to its limit as he runs through the forest the way an elf always should.
Yeah. Faster than Twilight vampires. Stealthy like Legolas. What else?
This is a story that Billy is telling Tuck and Black Spire 2 and everyone else.
Yeah.
Where he's running through the woods faster than a Twilight vampire.
You're like, what?
What is a Twilight
And then I'm
vampire?
like, and quieter than a Legolas.
And then you.
Was that
flies by?
Is that Ving?
No one knows.
we look over our shoulders for a second. We're like, probably nothing. And we just go back to Billy.
Okay, I'll let this happen if you use one of your questions because you have 2 more.
What here is not what it appears to be.
You would guess based on the way that she's run off that either you are not familiar with how rangers operate in this part of the forest or she is not actually a ranger.
She stole the cloak.
Or she's like a defected ranger.
But she's off and running. You see her, she's fucking hauling ass.
I'm not a ranger either.
She's still running.
Stop.
She's still running.
Please.
She's still running.
Come on.
Just running. You're doing this while running through the forest, jumping over branches.
I would like to get a bit of an advantage and call for Hank.
Okay. Yeah, how?
Light as a feather up, running up a tree branch,
Mhm.
dancing up there, and call for Hank
Mhm.
and see if he can swoop me up. And so I'm a little bit faster up off the ground.
Yeah, totally.
Hank
In
is
front of
the tree glider with the mohawk, right?
Yeah.
Before I went hunting, I put water in his mohawk, and now it's frozen. I frosted his tips.
There we go. So 2d6 plus dexterity for light as a feather.
Great. I got 8.
I think that you're able to get up into the trees. Like
Mhm.
you kind of jump up, kick off one branch.
Swoop around.
Yeah. And then you're running above this woman. But I think back at the campfire, Billy and Tuck, you're sitting there talking to the tree gliders and Hank perks his ears up.
Aw.
Goes, I gotta go. And he starts running, but you're quite far away. So Hank is going to take some time to get there. That's what goes wrong.
Okay.
I don't want to give up on chasing this person.
Yeah, she's just running below you, but she's starting to weave a lot more. Her hands are knife edged as she's running. You see her ears twitch with your extra elf perception. She looks back, sees you in the branches, and kind of drops to her side and uses her hand to give herself more leverage and whips around, taking a sharp right into the underbrush.
Fucking sick.
That's
And-
so cool.
And now she's kind of harder to see.
I'm going to use Elemental Mastery and then melt all the snow
Mhm.
and then freeze it again.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Very cool.
Okay, I got 13.
Holy
Jesus Christ.
shit.
I will choose the effect I desire comes to pass, and I retain control.
Okay, so you
So,
pay nature's price.
I pay nature's price.
So your goal is to stop her in her tracks, basically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. And to trip her up so that, if she doesn't get caught frozen in the ice, at least it would be all of a sudden super slippery.
Yeah, totally. So do you come down to the floor when you do this?
I jumped and I melted it, and then I tried to refreeze it just up the bottom to kind of Tarzan slide into it being ice.
Cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
So deal your own damage, D6.
5.
And yeah, as you're refreezing it, you feel that harsh, cutting Arctic wind rip over your body, and you take that 5 damage
Damn it.
as you are just caught in the absolute worst glacial gale for a second. And you hit the ground, and she lifts her right foot, and the ice melts. And then as she's lowering her right foot, it freezes again.
Whoa.
And she gets caught right on that foot. And as you're sliding down behind her, she turns and her hand goes to her waist
Mm-hmm.
and she whips it out. And you see for a second what looks like a seed pod shoot through the air, hit you in the chest.
I fight with honor.
Okay.
Oh, I got 12.
Fuck
Oh.
yes.
So you get however much chi.
3. A block a blow meant for you or someone else. You take half damage.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I can also grab an item within the reach. Can I grab the
Hmm.
pod as it's coming at me?
Yeah, you can grab it.
That's sick.
Cool. So she throws it at me. I grab the pod out of the air, and now it's yours.
It explodes in your hand.
He's looking at it like, oh, cool, what'd I get?
No, it explodes in
As
your
he
hand.
slowly slides to a stop, and then boom.
It maybe bursts is a better word to use. And it bursts, coating your arm and the right side of your chest in a sticky, rapidly hardening sap.
No.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just like you caught it in the right way that it's like right here. You maybe get a little bit on your face, but like mostly your right arm is kind of unusable right now. And she starts like punching at the ice that's sticking her to the ground.
I want to roll in front of her and like show that I could do something.
Mm-hmm.
I come sliding around her with my bow trained on her and and then take the bow, put it down, show her my palms.
Yeah. Roll 2d6 plus charisma because it's going to be kind of hard to pull this off with one of your arms completely immobilized.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe if you did it cool enough.
Like this?
I was almost imagining you like putting an arrow in your teeth and
Whoa,
like pulling it
cool.
back.
That's really cool.
Sick.
I love that.
Hey,
That's
Bing does
so
that.
cool. Totally. He knocks an arrow with his teeth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
his left hand.
Comes sliding around and then like shoots in the ground right by her foot.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Releasing her.
Releasing it.
Oh.
And her, smashes the ice. Great. 11.
11.
I'd help her up.
She gets up and backs away from you. She's wearing like layered furs
Yeah.
with like leather armor underneath that.
We're dressed the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You don't have to tell me who you are. I just wanted you to know that I'm not here to hurt you.
You're not trying to hurt me, huh?
No.
Funny way of showing it.
I was trying to defend myself. You shot an arrow into my foot. Nice shot, by the way. I like your dressings.
I like yours.
Size 10?
You know it.
Why is that a point of pride?
Are they talking about shoe size?
Elves love being the same as all of the other elves. So
Oh, man.
size 10 is like the average elf foot size. So if you're size 10, everyone's like, fuck yeah, bro.
That's sick.
Clothing swaps are a big deal.
Yeah. So she's just standing there like she's still kind of crouched low. You out here alone?
No, my friends are here. They also will not hurt you. What's your name?
She takes a second where it looks like she's going to try and come up with a fake name.
Do you want me to come up with your name or do you want to tell me the truth?
She spits on the ground. It's Nyana.
Nyana. Ving.
She holds her hand out.
He looks down at his sap-covered arm that's all twisted and stuck to his chest.
That'll flake off in a couple hours.
A couple hours.
Yeah, well.
He just tries
If you ever feel like shitting again, don't do that.
I do feel like shitting again.
So you got a fire?
We got a fire. We got some food. Not much, but whatever's there, you're welcome to it.
All right, fine. And she like reaches down and picks up a knife that she'd buried under the snow next to her.
Whoa.
Cool.
And puts it on her belt.
Put her there. Ving puts the hand that's stuck to his chest out.
She shakes it very awkwardly and pushes you. Lead the way.
Slide.
Yeah, slides on the ice.
And then Hank comes crashing through
Yeah.
the trees.
Slams into the snow.
Just like a big squirrel square, like a angel.
Actually, I bet no. So he totally does, and he's like he butts himself in between you and Nyana.
Hank,
it-
stand down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friend.
Oh, I ran all the way here though. I was really hoping to fuck somebody up.
Thank you so much for coming.
Who's this?
This is Nyana. Nyana. Hank.
She nods.
Oh, here. He puts the Chamberlain ring on Nyana for a moment.
Interesting.
Oh.
You give her the ring right off the bat.
I trust her.
And Hank goes, "What's up? I'm Hank. I'm kind of like the boss around here."
And I like to party.
yeah. I'm kind of like I deal with security. I'm like the boss of security around here.
Things. And shakes his head very slightly.
And she looks at the ring on her hand. How about we go back to your fire? She hops on Hank and waits for you to get on the front.
I'd like to discern realities and see. I don't like how excited she is about this fire.
Yeah.
7 plus wisdom, 9.
9. So 1 question.
Who's really in control here?
What?
Nothing.
What?
Just thought of something.
Oh.
I think if she's looking for a fire, I think she's wanting to send smoke signals. I don't know.
That's an interesting theory.
Don't put cool ideas in Sean's head.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
God, no.
No,
that's really good.
Ignore.
No, it's an
all the
interesting
stuff.
theory.
No.
So yeah, 9.
If you use it, I'm suing you.
Yeah, please feel free to sue me and take all of your money from me. So what are some things we know about your current situation in the events of the last couple days?
There's a bounty, and we're on the run.
We broke out of elf prison.
Yeah. Because we were prisoners of the High Court, which was the big daddy court of all elf society.
Yeah.
And then we were very disrespectful to them. And then when they sent people to kill us, we had already broken out of jail. And then also released a bunch of their military assets and left town.
Yeah.
Also beat up a stable boy.
Yeah. It was the nicest person.
Uh-huh.
And made one of their young princes eat bugs.
I also Tuck did the fruit bowl thing.
I did a fruit bowl. I mooned everyone in court.
Yeah, everybody got the Billy Goat.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I call it the fruit bowl.
I've heard fruit bowl. I've heard Billy Goat.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is a very accurate and thoughtful and thorough recap of what your situation is right now.
I know.
Who's in control here?
Probably whoever is paying the bounty that is on your heads.
So she's a bounty hunter?
The question is who's really in control here, not what is her deal.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I gave her the ring regardless.
Yeah,
It was a sign of trust that I don't regret because shows my stupidity and trustworthiness.
I know, yeah, people tend to trust us because we are unflinchingly trustworthy of other people sometimes.
Yes.
Yep. So you head back to the fire.
Billy is still telling a story.
Just leap into it. This is the end of the story.
And he waved his wand and he said, and then the spell rebounded and shot him in the heart.
And Clarence is like, no.
Yeah, because that was the prophecy all along.
Oh, the prophecy. Oh, and he starts patting his little paws together.
They don't make a clapping sound. You just hear thuds.
Yeah.
And Hank, the tree glider, lands in a tree next to you, like above the fire, with Ving and some sort of random woman on the back.
Oh, I pull out my knife.
And then Tuck sees Ving with a random woman and he goes, classic Ving.
And he's like, no. Gives Tuck the fighting sign. Like that we might be getting in a fight soon. Like to be on your guard.
So yeah, Tuck, when he sees that, he just like takes Billy and he shoves him behind him.
Comes up between his legs with a knife and a little rock.
I've got my knife, yeah, and I'm sharpening it on a little twig.
Sharpening
The
the
twig is sharpening the knife.
You can do that.
It's an ironwood twig.
It's an ironwood twig.
Yes.
So, this is your camp.
Yeah. Where's your camp?
Oh, out that way.
And then Tuck comes up and he's like, hey, what's up? My name is Tuck. I kind of do security around here and I like to party.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't talk to strangers, so that means I don't have to talk to you.
Fair enough. It's a good instinct to have for a little boy. And she sits down at the fire, starts warming her hands.
Why'd you shoot me in the foot?
I didn't know who you were. Wasn't sure if you posed a threat.
I don't believe you.
All right.
What are you doing so deep in the forest?
Hunting. What are you doing?
Running from the law.
Is that so?
Wow.
What?
I can read your forehead wrinkles like a book.
She tries to flatten him out by furrowing her brow.
She's wearing Chamberlain's ring. That
is,
means we can hear what
Read her
she's
mind.
thinking.
Oh, yeah, smart.
Fuck.
We're so fucking smart.
2d6 plus charisma.
Can I perform lightning in a bottle on her without her knowing? Because of the Chamberlain ring?
You can definitely pull memories through the ring.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting idea. Yeah, go
Thanks,
ahead.
guys.
So sick.
Ving
Very
also
sick.
made the symbol of that she's wearing the ring when he came up to the party behind her back by making a circle with one hand and then putting a ring into that other circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the message is delivered loud and clear.
Yeah.
And that's why Tuck went classic Ving.
All right. 2d6 plus dexterity for lightning in a bottle?
Yeah. 12.
12.
Yes. Holy shit.
Wow.
So what form does this memory take? Or this thought, I suppose?
Billy's sitting kind of near the lady, but with his back to her, and he's looking at Tuck's face, and it's going through Billy's eyes.
Oh, so you're reflecting it to me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because it's through Billy's eyes, this is very much a like one camera sitcom sort of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Where she like it's Nyana standing and she's got her thumbs up and you guys are all in a net next to her.
Oh, shit.
And she like drags you into an office and plops you in front of a very cartoonishly stupid looking elf noble who's got like big stupid hair and like a very fancy robe. But like you saw some elf nobles. This is like a cartoon caricature of a noble who's like
Can we say that the style is as if like Billy had cut out like picture, like done the drawings himself and did like a puppet show with it?
Totally. Like an Angela Anaconda, like real pictures made into paper dolls kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
Great.
And she walks up and she drops the net full of you guys in front of this elf noble who goes, oh, and claps and gives her a bunch of money. And then she is in a big, beautiful tree mansion sitting on a pile of elf money.
I would like to shoot first.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's okay. So,
or
shoot,
backstab.
Yes. Yeah. Shoot first just means that you are never surprised.
I'm going to use backstab. So I attack a surprised or defenseless enemy with a melee weapon.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it. 2d6 plus dexterity for backstab.
Oh. 7.
Okay. So 7's still good. You get something.
I get to choose one. I would like to create an advantage, a +1 forward to an ally.
Cool.
And I will take that +1 forward because Billy gave me like advanced warning. So like already when Billy was like starting to like do the backstab, Tuck is like getting up to like deck her in the face pretty much.
So I'm just going to quickly roll fight with honor before all this pops off.
Yeah.
Great. I failed it.
He felt so bad too.
No. So what I do is I just like spin around, like I'm just sitting, I spin around, and then I put her in a little chokehold with the knife against her throat.
She freezes.
And as soon as like I see Billy start to move, Tuck gets up and like punches her in the face.
All right, hack and slash with a +1.
Oh my God.
9 and then 12 because I have +3.
Yeah,
nice.
Great. Holy mackerel.
So what is this? You're just slugging her?
Yeah, just punching her really hard.
Yeah. And you
in the face.
Yeah, your fist comes like arcing down and you just clock her on the side of the head so hard that Billy's like left hanging in space. where her body is sent tumbling to the side. Deal your damage?
9.
Nice.
Yeah, because that negates whatever she did afterwards. Wouldn't it just knock
what
her
if
out?
it just knocks her out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 is a tremendous amount of damage. She just gets fucking slammed into like the tree trunk that you're kind of camping at the base of. And she does kick the fire, and it's mostly Ving. The main failure of this is that you start standing up very imperiously.
Ving sticks his hand into the fire that's in front of them and comes out on fire. And he says, I want you to listen to me very carefully.
Ving failed his fight with honor. Don't think I forgot that.
But this is just a move.
So what happens on a failure with fight with honor?
I hold 1 chi, but your enemy already has a drop on you.
Oh, okay. Billy's got her in his little quote unquote chokehold. He's kind of like backpacking her and has the knife on her neck. Tuck is moving at the same time and clocks her in the face. She gets sent tumbling to the side closer to you. You get ready to do your fight with honor. You're reaching towards the fire. She kicks into the ashes and the cinders just burst in your face. So you're completely blind for a second. I'm not blinded, but your vision is obscured by these embers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I want you to listen very as all of this
I lose my moment.
Yeah, exactly.
It catches my neck, a hair on fire.
And you got to like pat yourself
my
out.
mat. Oh, God.
You were going to do something really cool, and then the puff of smoke freaks you out a little bit. So you're like, oh, smoke.
Yeah.
Don't.
But she is like, oh, she's like not completely unconscious, but fully fucked up.
I lean over and I pull the ring off her finger and put it back on my finger.
Oh.
Should we tie her up?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And she is just sitting at your fire, tied up, big old bruise on the side of her head. Well done.
Here, hand her a piece of snow against a leaf. Put that on your face. Keep the swelling down.
She kind of like has to lean down because her arms are tied up.
Billy just helps her and plops it right there on her face.
Thank you.
What's our bounty up to now?
Your bounty is 6,000 coins. More than enough for me to get out of this forest and make a new life for myself.
And what's the bounty on us? Tuck says, and he gestures to himself and Billy. Probably a lot, too. Probably 6,000 each, too, right?
No, 6,000 for all of you.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. They add an extra 1,000 for us. That's pretty cool.
Pretty good. It's a lot of money. I wonder what we could buy with it.
Nothing unless you find a way to turn yourselves in.
Right.
Right.
Huh.
We do have that power, which is a nice feeling.
Yeah, we do it a lot.
So, what happens now?
I mean, we could kill you,
Mm-hmm.
leave you.
Oh, almost rather you kill me if I'm being honest.
Wait, you would rather us kill you than leave you here tied up?
Have you been to the Great Forest before?
Me? No.
Well, then you might not be familiar with the various dangers that exist in here. Defenseless like me, poor little old woman tied up on a rock.
You're hardly defenseless, and you know it.
I'd be dead before dawn. So, I think we're all in agreement then. You set me free, and we all go about our way.
I don't think so.
I guess you kill me.
I don't know. What?
I could make a little pinky promise with her.
Oh, smart.
Cool.
Are you, like, can I ask her something?
Yeah.
You traveling alone?
Yes.
Are you lying?
No, I can't. You might get the idea. I'm not a very personable elf, and I don't work well with others. So I'm out here by my lonesome.
Really too bad, because I bet we could have been great friends
Mm-hmm.
if you weren't so mean.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to do my job. You know, nowadays you need coin.
What do you mean that you need money now and you didn't need it before?
Back in the day, the nobility sought to support the common man. The forest provided and the elves provided for those that needed it. And, you know, over time something changed and now, God, people are just scraping by.
What if we told you that that's what we're trying to fix? Like that's what we're on our way to go do.
That's great.
And it would go back to the way it was. Would you leave us alone?
No. I mean, yes. No, I think I would.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What if, like, you promised not to tell anyone you found us?
Sure.
And do not follow us.
Absolutely not.
So you promised you would not follow us.
No, by stick and stone, by the leaves in the trees, may I be buried in the earth and my body used for worm food.
You pinky promise?
Sure, I pinky promise. Why not? And she like wiggles forward and kind of sticks her finger out.
By your words, if you were to break them, you will lay in the dirt and you will turn into food for the bugs. I spend a fairy child.
Oh, you spend a fairy child. Okay. And she makes this promise to you, pinky swears, and you say, if you break your promise, you will be food for the worms. And she goes, okay.
I mean it.
He means it.
All right.
Listen to him.
What do you mean?
I'm cutting her ropes. I'm like, I'm a fairy, so
Nah, come on. Come on.
It's up to you, but we're telling you not to.
Okay. And she gets up and she brushes her legs off, picks up her stuff. You're all very strange people. Well, and she like walks off into the forest and disappears
Cloak gone.
into the trees. And you're left alone in this snowy Chune wood. I guess you guys haven't eaten yet. You haven't done
I was going to say, we didn't do our campy thing, did we?
Right, yeah, we can make
No.
camp. Because I took a lot of damage back there, mostly the emotional damage from...
Right.
That was a lot. Was it 17?
It was 7 damage.
Jesus
What did
Christ.
you say to cause all that damage?
He woke up and he saw the violence in Tuck's face and he went, it's okay.
Oh, right.
Like, whatever you need to do right now, you can do it.
So sad. Some
Wow.
Goodwill Hunting stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. It's not your fault, man.
It's okay, it's not your fault.
He wakes himself up farting and then tells you it's not your fault.
The camera subtly shaking in place.
Yeah.
So you pack up, you hop on the tree gliders and carry on through the Chune wood. The rest of the day is soundtracked by ethereal music of the forest. Your spirits feel tired, fatigued, listening to this song that takes on a sort of mournful quality. Maybe it's the corruption in the forest. Maybe it's the nature of things, but
Maybe it's the fact that Tuck keeps trying to improvise songs to it.
yeah, that could be it. What does that sound like?
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn? Actually, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good. But now he's just doing rap rock.
Ving is doing blasts of air to the right and the left, so it goes through the Chune trees.
All the tree gliders are like, have all my homemade earbuds stuffed in their ears.
Yeah. So they're having a grand old time listening to the sound of their own blood pumping in their skulls.
This
And
is actually awesome.
I love this.
Metal as fuck.
And you come to a place that feels safe to rest for the night. What is this location?
I had an idea.
What?
Yeah.
Great.
It's like as we kind of like are gliding over it, there is like a clearing in the woods with like a massive fairy circle in it.
Oh, pretty.
Mm.
That's why it feels safe, because like it feels like there would be like fairy protections on this place at least.
So if there's a fairy circle here, what are we imagining? Like mushrooms in a circle?
Yeah, little
ferns?
mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushrooms creating a big wide circle in a clearing in the trees.
Oh, can I do a little fairy like protection offering?
Yeah, totally. What does that look like?
They love sunlight and we're here at night. So Billy offers the light of his Bill-o'-the-Wisp.
Very nice.
Oh, cool.
Creating like little beams of sunlight to feed the mushrooms.
Just like dancing along
Yeah, exactly.
top
The
of them.
glow will dance along the tops of the mushrooms.
Yeah. And like one by one, like as the light alights on a mushroom, it picks itself up out of the earth
Mm-hmm.
and reveals, little arms and legs. And the fairy mushrooms begin dancing, cavorting in a circle, following the sunlight and like singing and dancing with one another.
Is this something that Ving and I can see, or is it just Billy?
I think it's just Billy.
Yeah. So yeah, just Billy. It looks like Billy is dancing with mushrooms in a circle.
And as
He better not put those in his goddamn mouth.
as we're trying to set up, maybe we're trying to set up the fanny pack.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys had
That's
the
a
fanny
great
pack
idea.
with you.
Yeah, so we're setting up the tent. Like it's very much
Yes,
like
the
we're
camping.
setting up a tent, and we asked Billy to help us, and he just went off and played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, "You're not getting a marble if you don't help."
And he doesn't listen to you guys.
Yeah.
Just,
So do you guys go into the fanny pack?
Start a fire.
we started a fire outside, but we do set it up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great. So yeah, there's a little fire crackling.
I like that the fairy ring means it's safe. We can hang out here for a bit, then go to bed.
Yeah.
Maybe Victor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Victor's been following us.
Yeah, he's been tracking us through the forest, right?
Yeah. So pretty. And yeah, melting out of the dark, stepping lightly, pausing for a moment at the edge of the fairy circle, sniffing, like nosing the air above it, and then gently stepping through.
Ooh.
Cool.
So, you have made camp. Your feeble mortal bodies require rest.
Yeah. Do you want to rest with us? Just pass the time?
I don't know. I suppose I could be convinced to go inside the bag.
Inside the bag.
Inside the bag where all of the treats and bed I have made be. It has been quite a lot over the last few days running. Those gross monster things you thought were pretty scary for you.
Not for me.
Not for me.
I love gross stuff like that.
I eat gross stuff for breakfast.
They were frightening in their countenance and revolting in their flavor.
Victor, I made your bed for you.
Oh.
I even got Perel to warm up the blanket.
Oh. Well, I suppose because you find it necessary to prostrate yourself before me, I should deign to accept.
Okay, yeah, I love that.
And he bowls past you.
I'll tuck you in.
Walking into the tent.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, you go in and Perel and Morris are in the sitting room.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, hey, what's going on? Where are we?
We are deep in the woods.
We're safe in a fairy ring.
Oh, fairy ring. I'm unfamiliar. Are these a real thing or is this a superstitious?
No, it's real.
Yeah, it's a thing that Billy does to keep like areas safe.
Oh.
I made my offering and they accepted it.
Come take a look if you want.
Morris, when you say you can step outside and look, goes, I trust you. And goes back to the big book that he's reading.
Billy's kind of offended because he worked really hard on his fairy ring.
Yeah.
It's like, fine. He slams the flap shut.
So Perel goes, Billy, I'll come look at your fairy ring. And he like bats Morris on the side, on the shoulder.
Thank you, Perel.
Yeah. And he pokes out and he immediately like hunches down a little bit.
Because he sees the forest.
Oh, man.
And I go up to the little mushrooms and like, see, like they're working so hard for us.
Very nice, Billy.
Yeah.
He's looking at all the mushrooms. Wow.
And then as he's looking at them, you hear from the forest, just a strange creature.
And Morris just looks up.
Dude, when he poked his head out, that's great.
I say, don't worry, it won't find us.
Perel just looks up and goes, it's really nice, Billy. I'm going to go back inside.
Okay.
And then as he's like shuffling in, you see like a massive creature with like a 22-foot wingspan spread its wings out, blotting out a huge portion of the sky, and then take off, bat-like arms flapping.
Wow.
He just hustles back into the tent. Oh boy. Gone through the flap. And then, unless there's anything else we want to do in the tent right now, it's time to use the make camp move.
I made sure all the pile of tree gliders are comfy in my fairy circle.
Nice. Yeah, they definitely don't go in the tent. Like, if you wanted them to go in the tent, you would have to, like, force them in.
Okay, no.
Well, I just let them know.
Sir, we will take up a perimeter outside of your perimeter.
Okay, well, if you want to go in the perimeter, you're more than welcome to.
Sir, yes, sir. Unnecessary, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir, or whatever.
There's some like bulbs, tubers in the ground in this ring. There's some grasses you can see. Thing digs it up. Hey, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
And just throws like a big handful of like delicious sugary tubers up in the air.
And Black Spire 2 goes, chow time! And they all jump out and grab some tubers, land back in the trees. So you're able to settle into rest using the make camp move, and you choose one of your party members to manage provisions.
I can make dinner. Do you guys...
Yeah.
After the last time you made dinner.
What?
Is this something that thing in Tucker?
Yeah, last time Tuck made dinner, he spent like a weirdly long amount of time doing it, and he's like, it will be worth it. Do not worry. And then he comes back and it's just a bowl of melted cheese, like just huge, only melted cheese, huge bowl, just melted cheese.
Is there anything to dip in it, or?
Yeah, and he hands you a spoon.
Oh, I see. It's just melted cheese.
All right, when you prepare and distribute food for the party, roll plus wisdom.
Okay. 8.
8, okay. Party consumes the expected amount, 1 per person per day. Is this stuff that you were making outside? Is it like you're asking the page, like Star Trek style, to just be like, 1 pot roast, and he like makes a pot roast, 1 side potatoes, and he just reveals a side of potatoes?
Yeah, so that's what happened is like Tuck was like, I will take care of everything. I'll make it myself. And then immediately he grabbed the page. Yeah.
Or you just like pull him in a hallway and like, you're like, bring this.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
I was like, all right, here's what I need from you to make, okay? Oh, it doesn't talk. Okay. Shh.
Don't fucking shush me.
It's like, all right, give me one pot roast.
And he like lifts his little tray thing and there's a pot roast underneath.
All right, wicked. And then he's like,
I like the idea that can take a little bit of it and smear it on his apron. So it's
oh, yeah, totally.
all
He
the
does
food.
it. He smears it on his apron, and then he puts it on a tray and on a cart. And then he's like, all right, give me one apple cinnamon pie.
Lifts it up, apple pie.
All right, cool. And he smears some of the pie on his face. And he like almost puts it in the cart, and then he's like, oh, it won't look like I didn't make it. And then he puts his face in the pie. He puts it down.
It's just like tucks his face in the pie, like those little pins that you put your face in.
And then he's like, give me a huge giant pile of mashed potatoes.
And a huge pile of mashed potatoes.
And then he puts a bunch of that on his head. Makes like
Powdered wig.
a Bob Ross wig out of it. He like puts it down. He's like, whoo. And then he leans back and he's like, oh boy, it is heating up in here. I wouldn't come into the kitchen if I were you, because you can't handle the heat.
So point of fact, you have not found the kitchen yet.
Right.
But well, I'm in a hallway.
Yeah, you're in a place that is definitely not the kitchen, trying to convince them it's the kitchen.
And then he takes like the glass sword and he like slams it against a railing a few times to make it sound like pots and pans.
Does he really?
Yeah.
The blade shatters.
Fuck!
That's your 7 to 9. It's a glass sword.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Billy, I want my knife back.
But now you have a handle, a pretty heavy handle with like one of those bell guards over the fist and some broken glass on the end of it.
And everybody hears everything shatter.
And they all come running in.
And then Tuck runs out and he's like, no. Sorry, just a bunch of plates fell over. Stupid page.
What happened?
And who's this?
This is porous. Guess which one I mean. It's Perel.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is a cute pet name that Perel's come up with.
Porous or Morel.
Yeah. And so, yeah, when Perel's like, what happened? Tuck just shoves him to the ground.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
Go away. I'm doing stuff.
Okay,
Does
fuck.
Morris come up and punch?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. I think the second you push Perel, Morris is right in your face. You find yourself sliding backwards across the floor. What did you just do? You apologize right now.
And he yells in Morris's face, sorry!
You spin where you're standing and just get pushed back to where the food is.
Okay. Tuck is now sweating so much because he's so stressed out.
Yeah.
And the page, I guess, cleaned up the shattered sword.
It did.
Aw.
And it cleaned it up really fast. Like,
Yeah.
To be fair, having like a brass knuckles with a bunch of broken glass on it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this thing totally doesn't just suck now, and he tosses it to the
Wow.
ground.
Saying it like it's my fault, even though I didn't even touch it.
I can't believe I paid 5 fucking marbles for this thing.
That was the most I've ever heard you sound like a teenage girl. It was like, I can't believe you're acting like it's my fault. I didn't even fucking touch it. When Billy hits his teens, God, he's
Yeah.
going to be insufferable.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be really tough. We can barely control him now.
I know.
Control.
Manipulate.
Mitigate.
Yeah. We keep having to buy marble.
Yes.
I think he's
Bigger jars.
Yeah.
He keeps stealing the marbles. He's trying to put them in when we're not looking.
But it's like pie, turkey, giant turkey, roast, mashed potatoes, multiple different kinds of gravy, a pheasant. And then he shoves that pheasant in the turkey, and then he tries to push the turkey into the roast. So he shreds the roast, and then he like stabs 2 giant like skewers into the turkey, and then he puts like smaller and smaller birds on top of it, like
Fun.
it's
This is insane.
What are those little tiny birds? Like,
Game hen, Cornish game
yeah,
hens.
Cornish
Yeah.
hens.
It's like a turkey with 2 skewers in it, with a chicken on top of it, and then with like a pheasant, and then a
my
Cornish
God.
game hen, and then 2 sparrows.
Roasted sparrows.
Wow.
Sad.
Yeah, he got so stressed out, so he just started asking the page for so much
For more
stuff.
birds.
Yeah.
I bet the page is starting to look a little crispy on some of the ends of his sheet.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Morris has suggested that this is like a spell with not unlimited use, like it can be stressed beyond use. So I think like, even as you're asking for more and more birds, they start looking weirder as you get more and more of them. But it is 1 million birds. You've made 1 million birds.
And then last 4 things are 4 bowls full of melted cheese.
Yeah.
He puts that on the cart.
Yeah.
Starts wheeling it in.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, oh boy, you guys are not
Fast asleep.
Except for Billy and Victor, I've put little bibs on us, which is just Perel's like really nice silk scarves.
And Victor is kind of sitting there with like his head pulled back now that Billy's put the bib on him, like, ugh.
It's to keep your coat clean.
That is restricting my neck, which I need to fucking slam all this food.
Yeah, but if you want to be like a gentleman, then you have to eat with a little bib.
I am the most gentleman of all.
I know, because you're wearing a bib like me.
Yes.
Billy, thanks for wearing your bib. Marble.
Nice.
What is this? What is marble?
When I get enough marbles, I get to go to Husky Diner and I get to eat all you can eat breakfast.
The marble depicts your value and superiority on the material scale.
Yeah, so when the marbles touch the top of the lid, I get breakfast.
I wish to have marbles.
I can make you a little marble jar.
I would like this very much.
Okay. I asked for a second jar from Ving.
There you go.
Thank you.
I will get even more marbles than you.
We'll see about that. You have to earn your marbles.
I hand you a sack of marbles.
What can I do to gain marbles?
Sit.
Okay.
Sit.
I sit.
1 marble.
Oh my God.
Shake paw. Shake paw.
For marble?
Yeah, for marble.
Okay.
Shake. Nice. Good boy.
Shakes a paw.
I throw another marble in.
Dear Lord.
Victor, roll over.
Okay. He rolls. And because he's fucking huge,
Yeah.
it's like, like he crushes a side table as he rolls over.
You get another marble for that.
Oh my geez, it's always been so easy to show people how powerful I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will.
This is what it's like to be around people.
Give me more marble.
Well, you have to do more tricks. Speak.
Hello.
Oh, good job.
Disappear.
I am always disappeared. No, you say disappear and he puts his paws over his nose.
Wow. The marble jar is getting pretty full.
And Tuck comes in with the cart full of shit.
And he immediately, you see, I guess basically just his nose, like move up towards the cart. And because it was a 7 to 9, the party consumes the expected amount of rations.
So there's way too many leftovers.
There's so much left over.
Everybody eats like a decent amount.
Yeah.
Tuck or Billy and Victor probably eat a lot more.
Yeah, because it's expected of us.
But everyone's like, oh.
Ving actually had, like, he likes the melted cheese.
Thanks, man. I worked really hard on it.
Tacoma, I have to say, in terms of manipulation of the page's food conjuration spells, this is expertise.
Thanks, man.
And I have to say, I've never seen so many dead birds in one place. And now, and he claps his belly, off to bed for me. And for you, and he like grabs Pharrell by the front of his shirt and picks him up and they walk off.
Cute.
Pretty cute.
And now is the time to set a watch.
Wait, can we lick our lips?
Oh, yeah.
You got a 7 to 9, not a 10 plus.
Oh,
I was-
shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I already licked them. What a
You
waste.
licked him for nothing.
Yeah, you wasted all that spit on your dry
God
lips.
damn it.
In 2045, when the water wars have begun, you're going to miss that saliva.
I know. I'm going to think about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Hunt you down.
I'm gonna be thinking about Paul's wet lips.
Man, they were glistening.
Oh, if I could lick some of that.
I could be president based on the water on his lips.
He had the wettest lips on the southern island, I tell you what.
And that man's name was Paul Oppers.
That man's name was Prime Minister Paul Oppers.
R.I.P. L.I.P.
Killed in the LIP. That was great. Okay, so make camp, the second part. If you're bedding down in a dangerous land, which you are, decide on a watch order. Then the GM chooses one person on watch during the night to roll plus nothing. What I think is more interesting is who would like to roll plus nothing.
I'll roll plus nothing.
Very well.
Makes sense, because you know the forest, you know how to keep watch out here.
So 2d6 plus jack shit.
4.
Fuck.
Shit.
It's interesting because you're still in the tent and you're in a fairy circle.
What I was going to say is that Ving wanted to commune with the Whispers, so...
Oh, yeah.
But I was going to say maybe maybe he's like, yeah, I'll watch. But then you're like, you know how you would like nod off, but his thing, he like nods into a commune.
Oh.
He can't help it in this part of the land, so that could be the failure.
Right.
That's really interesting.
The white noise of the whispers is lulling you into a communion.
Yeah. You're sitting there at the fire that you've built outside the tent. It's very funny that, like, considering you just came from like a fucking excessive feast in basically a mansion, you're now sitting outside a tent at a campfire. I think the clouds have moved away and the night is bright and full. The light filters down through this gap in the trees, illuminating the fairy circle you find yourself in.
The will of the wisp is still...
Yeah, totally creating this like circular light. And as the light circles you, it's casting like shadows on the trees around you. And you begin to like fall into, if not a full meditative like state as you settle into the feelings of this place that you're in. And the shadows dance and weave in the brush. And as the light goes right in front of your eyes, you like blink, you open them, and there's a man standing on the other side of the circle.
Whoa.
He looks like a older man, pale, traveling clothes, a wide brimmed hat.
Whoa. Holy shit.
So you figured it out. And that's where we're going to end it for this week.
Holy fuck.
I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Tacoma Dome, the barbarian Abdul Aziz.
That's sick.
Playing Ving, the half-elf druid, Paul Oppers.
Who was that?
And playing Fat Billy, the halfling thief, Jessica Ty.
Was it the Gibbous man?
Thank you so much to Aaron Reed for our intro and outro music. Thanks so much to Aaron Reed for our intro and outro music. You can find all of Aaron's original music at aaronreed.bandcamp.com and all of the music that he's produced for the show at soundcloud.com, including songs written by Abdul and myself. And you can also join me in thanking all of our Patreon supporters around the world, without whom the show would not be possible. If you would like to support the show and get access to a bonus campaign set in the High Spear Mall, art, music, sometimes merchandise, lore, writing, live Q&As, live streamed games, full games with you and your friends, GM'd by Abdul and myself. You can join us at patreon.com/Spout Lore or spoutlore.com/money, Thank you finally, and most of all, to you for listening. We'll see you next time.
And to anyone out there who's been trash talking me on Reddit, I swear to God, here's what I'm going to do.
No. Just anyone on Reddit.
I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to fucking slit your throats.
Yeah. For satire only. He's going to cut your fucking throats and murder your family for satire.
Yeah.
This is just satire.
This is satire.
Legally, I'm just kidding, but my fist is going to meet your face.
Yeah.
On Sean's dad's lawn.
And my face is going to meet your fist. Yeah. Want to get your fist swallowed, dude? Come find me. It's going to be a fucked up fight for you.
You want to be my friend or my foe? Vote 5 stars.
Vote 5 stars.
I don't know how to do this.
You want to be my friend or my phone? Dial 55 friend, foe, friend, foe. God.
Yeah. Do you want to be my... Yeah, what you said
do you want to be my
was...
friend? Do you want to be my friend?
No, what you said was, do you want to be my friend or my foe? Vote 5 stars. So either option.
Hey, man, there's no such thing as bad press.
If you want to
I mean, it's
vote...
up to you, really. Wait.
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want about us, as long as you vote 5 stars.
Give us 5 stars.
But... And I'll
Count as
vote
voting?
5 stars.
vote 5 stars and I'll fucking eat your fist, dude.
If you want to vote Kelly Clarkson to win American Idol, text 555-411. If you want to vote Clay Aiken, 555-412.
And if you want to vote 5 stars, then you go into your podcast app and pick 5 stars, and I'll suck your dick.
For satire.
Satire
only.
This one's real.
I'm going to suck your dick as a bit.
And so ends the tale of adventures three who tried the best they can. Though dumb and scared and lost they be, fun times abreast in revelry. And though our journey may be like a conclusion, we will not leave you without a resolution. Return next week to hear some more whilst you commute or do your chores. And for you, I'd gladly spout more.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
The first thing you need to know about the Vegas Sci-Fi Adventure podcast is that you're not just listening to someone tell you a story. You are stepping into a world. And Vega Rex, the woman at the center of this saga, is currently sitting at the top of it. This is not by accident. For millennia, the country Vega calls home has been carefully honing the skills of its state-contracted killers. And these so-called holy warriors have gotten real good at taking down the world's worst criminals. Or, as they would call it, cleansing. 400 kills into her career, Vega is the most decorated hunter there has ever been, and likely would have stayed that way if it had not been for him. An explosive encounter with the terrorists sets Vega on a path of revenge that is so thoroughly illegal that before this story is done, she will have risked it all. Life, limb, and love to satisfy her vengeance and keep her record of righteous kills perfect. My name is Ivoma Okoro, and I have so much more to tell you about this. Check out Vega, a sci-fi adventure podcast, anywhere you listen to them, because baby, I'm just getting started.
Spout Lore is proudly a Spout Lore Studios production.
A podcast for best friends by best friends.